Hey there, Mateusz. Great job writing more essays. So let's get straight into your corrections and see what you've written. Should humans adapt to technology, or should technology adapt to us? Is technology making us intellectually weaker or more intelligent? And this is what you had to say. Technology is getting more advanced and innovative every year. It has reached a point of complexity at which a few questions regarding its further development arise. I like what you're trying to do here. It's nice, it's very advanced, although I'm not really sure that it works 100%. It has reached a point of complexity at which a few questions arise. Okay, yeah, it works. It is a sentence I have to read twice, and generally that's one of the signs that you don't necessarily... That's one of the signs, basically, when an examiner has to read it twice. You don't really want him or her to, but okay, it works fine. In this essay, I will address some reasons why technology should be adapted to humans' needs and why it makes us more intellectually capable. Perfect. Firstly, improvements in technology should aid people in their everyday life by simply making it more convenient. An example of a recent development in technology is a smartphone application, Uber. It uses GPS technology and cashless transitions. By the simple use of a mobile device, one can order a car to be picked from a GPS location, and the transaction is processed without taking one's wallet out from one's pocket. Therefore, in my opinion, other software developers should aim for a technology that would assist people in their everyday activities. Okay, so this is quite nice. I mean, you're basically saying that we should be adopting technology to our needs, and Uber is an example of how we have done that. So it's quite good. I mean, there is a little kind of mental leap that the examiner has to take, but on the whole, it's quite well written. Okay, the other issue that shall be discussed is the impact of technology on humans' intellectual performance. In my opinion, unlimited and instant access to the internet encourages people's natural curiosity. Every time someone hears a new piece of information, they can quickly read about the topic and broaden their knowledge and develop their own opinion. A recent study by Oxford has shown that teenagers who have a habit of fact-checking information they have been provided during conversation have a 10% higher IQ than those who do not. This is one of the ways how technology equips people with knowledge to better understand the surrounding world. I have absolutely no comments about that. It's really quite well written. It's clear. It's very cohesive. So really well done there, Mateusz. Great job. To summarize, a technology can adapt and merge with people's lives. Here you didn't want a technology. You just want technology without this here, the A. It can affect civilization not only by making everyday activities effortless, but also by improving intellectual capacity. Excellent job. Really well done. So I'm really pleased with these. Let's look at the next essay. Okay, so here it is. It's expected city visits by country of origin for 2018. The bar graph shows a prognosis of cities visits by tourists from Mexico, Canada, and USA in 2018. All right, so first of all, let's clean up a little bit of those grammar errors that are here. So it's, first of all, we don't really call this a bar graph. I think we usually call it a bar chart. Secondly, the bar chart shows a prediction, not really a prognosis. We wouldn't really say that except if we're talking about a prognosis for an illness, but a prediction of city visits. Now, this is something I keep saying over and over again. Basically, when you put a noun in front of another noun like this, and this noun is acting like an adjective, you're going to treat it like an adjective, which means that it shouldn't have an S on the end. So this should be city visits, okay? So from Mexico, Canada, and the USA in 2018, tourists from the USA are expected to visit Paris more frequently. Another grammar rule here. Keep your verb, which is visit, and your object, Paris, together. Keep your verb and your object together, and then put the rest of the sentence, put the modifiers, put the prepositional phrases, put the adverbs, okay? So it should read, tourists from the USA are expected to visit Paris more frequently, with 100,000 visits per year. So you didn't need A here because you've already said 100,000, and you don't need the S here because the only time you need an S on the end of a word like hundreds, thousands, millions is when there is no number in front of them. But here, since you have written the number 100, you don't need thousands. It should just be 100,000 visits. Okay, the other cities will be London, Madrid, and Istanbul with 80, 70, and 60,000, again, no S, visits a year respectively. Canadians will visit most often Istanbul. Again, I really would have preferred here if you had said Canadians will visit Istanbul most often, with 70,000 visits a year, followed by London with 50,000 visits a year. Okay, you can see I'm getting rid of the A, I'm getting rid of the S. And the least city to be visited will be Madrid with 30,000 visits a year. Again, no S. Mexico will have, in summary, the lowest tourist visits, tourist rates. You could have just said tourist rates. Okay, plural. With Madrid being the most frequently visited city with a roughly 60,000 visits. Okay, so here you could have changed it to with Madrid being the most frequently visited city with roughly 60,000 visits, and with London, Paris, and Istanbul accounting for 65,000 visits in total. So I think the biggest problem that you're coming up against here is the plurals of these nouns, and especially when you're using them as adjectives, and plurals and singulars with numbers. So if you get a chance, please do look up some of these errors so you can kind of clear up any misunderstandings you have. Okay, to summarize, the USA will have the highest tourist visitor rate, or the highest rate of tourists would even be perfect. The highest rate of tourists, okay, followed by Canada and Mexico having the lowest tourist visits in 2018. Okay, so hold on a second, because you said Canada and Mexico. Canada and Mexico. Okay, yeah, so that's appropriate. It's fine. All right, so really nice done there. Well done. Keep up the good work. Remember to add these errors to your error correction list. If you can correct these essays, please do so. And if you have more essays to send IELTSpodcast.com, then please do so. And with those new essays, I will be awaiting your corrections. So I can't wait to see them. Good luck, and until the next time, keep writing.